minutes, half an hour, whatever you want. Yes, URT, we are live. We are live. This is the URT. Welcome to the URT. You are the URT. Big up. We got special guests, as you could already see. We got your gal back. We do the Arsenal thing together. Hopefully, we're going to be live on this channel, so hopefully you can join us on there as well. I know I don't usually go live this early, people, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Always doing night content. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want to have a night off. I want to do something.
You know, both times you've asked me to come on, you did an early show. And I'm like, I thought this was normal for you.
I'm usually the late guy as well, doing content late at night. But big up your gals. How you doing, bro? First of all, how are you? Health-wise, how are you? How's family? How are you surviving the winter?
Alhamdulillah, everything's okay, bro. Everybody's okay. I'm chilling. I've been spending my time trying to just enjoy life. You know what I mean? I'm not letting all the controversy at Arsenal affect my life.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. Genuinely, you know, like you love your club. You feel you have. You know, I always feel like as football fans, we have an abusive relationship with our team, with our club. Not the team, mainly the club. Because if everything was all right at the club, the team would be able to perform. But it is those things because, you know, we idolize and we support clubs and teams that are in a very competitive league. So not only one team can win, only one team can do this, do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's competitive sport. But to regulate your emotions, yeah, that's my New Year resolution. I'm not gonna no more.
I don't think you're gonna find that easy because seeing you on Saeed's channel or on your own channel, it just takes a couple things to set you off.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is what I am going to try this year. This year I'm gonna try not to get triggered as much. But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna inform people. I'm still gonna put my passionate points of views across, but I'm not going to be triggered a lot by these points because it's, you know what, it's the blood pressure, man. They're not worth it. They're not worth for us to get our blood pressure up. But in terms of Arsenal controversy, I think injuries are the latest issue. So can you just inform us what's going on in terms of injuries? What's happening with Arsenal? And what type of team you're putting out tomorrow? By the way, is it snowing in London as well? Is it snowing in London?
I'm not in London, but I'm south of London. Okay. I'm south of London right now, but I don't think it's snowing, no.
Okay.
Where I live, at least, it hasn't snowed for about like a couple of days. Last day it snowed, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday was the last time it snowed. So I don't think it's snowing in London right now. But the situation at Arsenal is very simple, bro. We need attacking players in the January window. We're going into this game versus Man United. No Ben White, no Bukayo Saka. Ethan Nwaneri also picked up a muscular injury. Tomiyasu's out. So we don't have too many players injured. We really only have 4 players injured. But the problem is Raheem Sterling hasn't played all season, pretty much. Ethan Nwaneri was filling in for Bukayo Saka when he got injured. He's injured. Bukayo Saka's injured. And we now have basically no right winger going into this game, right? So we're going to have to play Jesus there most likely. I don't know if you know, but Arsenal signed a backup keeper in the summer who's cup tied in the League Cup. So this is going to be his first game. The Man United game is going to be his first game of the season. Neto from Bournemouth.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Is it Brazilian or something?
Yeah. Or Portuguese. So that is what's going to happen with him. Then, if you're asking me what the lineup is going to be, I can actually show you an image that I prepared of the lineup that I think is going to be played today. I could show you the image if you want me to post it on the screen for you right now.
Yeah, do it, bro. Do it.
This is a lineup that I think is going to be played. So you have Neto, Timber. I think Zinchenko hasn't gotten much game time, so he might play this game. I think we're going to rotate. Jorginho might play, depending on if he's leaving this January. He's not going to play, but if he's staying, I would have thought Jorginho would have played. I think either Rice or Moreno on that side. Odegaard, Jesus, Havertz, Martinelli. I think Trossard comes off the bench. So that is the team that I think is going to be played. And that's the predicted lineup that I'm going with when it comes to predicted lineups. Now, the only difference that people have from my predicted lineup to what I'm seeing online is fans would make a different decision, but I think this is what Arteta will decide to do, in my opinion.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So this is your team. So
Yeah.
you're going strong, basically. You're going for a strongest
I
team.
think the only change is maybe take out Gabriel and put in
Okay.
Kivior.
Okay. So you're going strong. Definitely, we're going strong. I think.
Is 4 changes strong? I think 4 changes is still rotation.
Is it? I mean, for United, I think we're gonna go strong. I think you're gonna see a similar team that played against Liverpool, because we didn't have any games in between. You had a game, didn't you? You had a game against. You had a League Cup semi-final or something against Newcastle, didn't you? So,
Yeah, and we lost.
Yeah, so that's the thing, and obviously Arteta is under a lot of pressure this season because he has to win a trophy. You know, he won a trophy on his first time when he first came here. A lot of people said he won with Unai Emery's team. That's who he won.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is.
Because when you finish 8th, they say Arteta finished 8th. They don't say he finished 8th with Unai Emery's team.
Exactly. It's crazy, isn't it? Fans, you know, whatever they want to have in it, they can't have it both ways. But I know that's what a lot of Arsenal fans will say that, or some critics of Arsenal will say that. Yeah, man, big up, man. Big up Euro football, man. Love. From Amorim, the way he was talking yesterday in the presser, I watched our presser. He was basically saying that we've got a strong team, and they keep asking about rotating. Ooh, you know, you're not going to get any consistency without rotating. Yeah. So the biggest thing for me is like, I think he's getting a bit sick of that, and he said now that it's more or the same. I think our strongest team. I am to believe Bandia would play, so Unana will not play because he said Bandia is the cup guy.
Oh, that guy is terrible. We might have a chance.
The Turkish, that's what I'm saying. You might have a chance, especially from the corners, because he literally got fouled against Spurs. Spurs were bullying him.
No, because our issue lately has been our finishing has been so bad. People have just been absolutely killing us because we're getting like 2 xg, 1 xg, 4 xg, and we're not scoring. Where our opponents are extremely clinical. They're getting 1 chance goal, 2 chance goal. That's what happened in the Newcastle game. Newcastle had 2 chances, they scored. We had 4 or 5 chances where we could have scored, and every single time we either saved by the keeper, blocked by the defender, or we just couldn't get it on target. So if you're telling me you're playing this keeper also, we might have a better opportunity of winning this game than majority of the games. You hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. There's so many different plot twists to this game because it's like Manchester United were in the doldrums. We've just got a new manager. You guys are a team that needs to win a trophy this season. Your fan base, half of your fan base are vying for the blood. Yeah, restless, and they're vying for Arteta's blood. The other half are like, no, guys, we need to keep supportive. I always said, genuinely, I think it's up to the Kroenkes how much they back. I think coaches need to get back. I think coaches need good players to win the big trophies. I really believe that. I think that's always been the rule of football. I think there are some exceptional kind of coaches that do exceptional magic, like magicians, like Fergie, like sports psychologists, like Arsene Wenger, you know, have their own that develop and can get the best out of players who don't have that much talent. But in modern football, there's hardly any secrets now. And I think you need to have good players. I always thought Arsenal needed a striker. I think that I told you in the last time when we did this, that I think you need a midfield player. You need another centre half. You know what I mean? You need another left or right forward so that you can play both sides. I think you need to have that. You need to be able to have, you know, like 11, like the competitiveness to get into that 11, like 3 or 4 players on the bench who are like angry going, we need to be on that. How come I'm not on that pitch? You know what I mean? So when somebody's not pulling their weight, that person then comes on to do what they do, and vice versa. And I think that in modern squads, I think you can't go with 11. You cannot, because the amount of games. and the level of physicality, the level of output, physical output it takes now to win football games, especially the competitiveness of the Premier League and what's going on. So we did our job, Igal. We silenced the Scousers, turned it into a library for you guys. That first half, we bullied them. We should have won. I don't know if you watched that game. I don't know if you did a watch along.
Yeah.
We were the better team. And we almost, just to make it, because I hate for a team to run away with the
second half, we could have won it.
That is the thing that hurt me. So do you look at Manchester United in a different way now, having seen that performance? As somebody who's from a rival, do you see United, were you shocked by the fact that we turned up? Or do you put it down to it's El Clasico, it's the biggest game in English football, it's that local derby, we're 45 minutes away from each other. If it was in London, you know what I mean? If, you could cobble Liverpool, Bolton, Manchester, you know what I mean? Crewe, Wigan, all these, and it could be London. You know what I mean? It's that closer to each other, if you know what I mean. So
do you think your players will have the same level of intensity at the Emirates? Because the level of intensity that they were playing with, you should be upset because they don't play like that all the time. It meant more to them in that derby versus Liverpool, and the Liverpool players kind of took you guys as a joke going into the game. I don't think they were up for it. They were up for the game, but I don't think they were prepared for how well you guys were going to play. Where Manchester United seemed like you guys were more prepared. You guys knew what was happening. I got to give credit to Ruben Amorim. He really got you guys drilled well, and maybe a little bit more time coaching, you can see more development already. So I'm just saying, is it a thing where your players were more focused, more concentrated for the 90 minutes versus Liverpool, and we could see a more mistake-ridden Man United versus Arsenal, because there is going to be a second goalkeeper. Onana's been one of your best players this season, let's not lie. And the one game that keeper had versus Tottenham is not really inspiring. And a team like Arsenal, we're going to press the goalkeeper, we're going to press the back line. We could force you guys into mistakes where I don't think you guys are going to play with the same level of concentration, the same level of quality, because I don't think you're going to play your first goalkeeper. I don't think you're going to play all your first choice defenders. You're going to have a little bit of a rotation. And can Arsenal take advantage of that? Possibly. Where we have our problems is we don't have our best attacking players to our disposal, and we have been a little bit under. There's been a lot of controversy in the last couple of days because we lost to Newcastle, because we're second in the league, because we have Bukayo Saka injured, we haven't signed anybody, and there's a lot of negativity around Arsenal. I feel like there's more positivity right now around Man United. So if you guys win this game, I really wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, I expect Arsenal to get the job done.
Yeah, it's fascinating. So 100%, obviously.
I don't know if I answered your question. What was
Yeah. So the question was, do you feel like I think you kind of did, because I asked you, like, do you think that, are you scared of Manchester United team, or do you put it down to it's a derby, it's El Clasico, it's the biggest game in English football? We just got hammered. We just got beaten badly at home by Newcastle 2-0, and it could have been 4 or 3, 4 or 5. And the fan base, everybody reacted, and the players had to pull out somewhere. You know what I mean? They had to pull it out. We didn't win a game. So if you look at our form, we've not won. Like, Manchester United have not won. We got beat by Spurs. We got beaten in the League Cup by Spurs. We got beaten by Bournemouth. We got beat by Wolves. We got beat by Newcastle, and then we drew. So that's been the record. So Manchester United are not in a positive way. It was just that we as United fans enjoyed the performance. We enjoyed the performance. And it felt like a win because we've not been performing like that. Players have been scared. The level of, like you talked about, the level of intensity, the level of focus has not been there. So we enjoy that. We enjoy that. So it's going to be very tough, I think, this game. I think United, I don't think you're in a better position than Manchester United, because Manchester United fans will bite your hand off right now if you said to us, like, you'd be second in the league and still be in the FA Cup and still be in, with a chance to still.
Sorry, you don't think we're in a better position than you?
No, I think you're in an incredibly better position than us. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying you are in an incredibly better position than us. Of course you are. Like you're second in the fucking league in a Premier League title race. We're not. We're fucking 13th, gal. So of course, majority of our fan base would love to be where Arsenal are right now. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
1 second. We're under more pressure than you are.
Pressure. It doesn't matter. Like Manchester United is still a pressure. We're just in the doldrums. But in terms of positions where the two football clubs are, we'd love to be in where you are. I would love to be talking about. I would love the pressure, Igal, to talk about a title race and say a kick off about us being not consistent. Talk about how we got blatantly robbed by fucking Brighton by the referee. Like, how many times this season are you getting robbed by Brighton? Like, it's unbelievable. Was it last season or this season when you played them at the Emirates where you got robbed and you got the red card? I have never in my life seen a player challenge for an air that should be given a penalty. I have never seen that.
You see, bro, most people online are saying Arsenal fans are crying. They need to suck it up.
No, that's bullshit.
That was ridiculous.
That was bullshit. Yeah. No, I don't mean in that sense. 5 years and no trophy, no Europa. What I'm saying to you in this season specifically, I'm talking about this season. Please understand that. I'd rather not be 13. I'd rather be fucking second in the league. You know what I mean? That's where I'd rather be. And I'd rather be us club as a United talking about a title challenge and how we can try to stay consistent. That's what I mean. I don't mean in the last how many years. I mean right now. That's what I'm talking about.
But you know what the thing about Manchester United? You guys are not run well, but is it because of... But you're also not risk adverse. You guys are willing to take risks. But the fact that you're willing to take risks makes you guys... put you guys in bigger problems in the transfer window. Arsenal, we're afraid to take risks. Bro, we are afraid to take risks. We're afraid to go and give somebody 250K. The one time we take a risk was Pepe. Another time we took a risk was giving what do you call it? Kai Havertz 200K and signing him for 65K. But when it came to Isaac in the January window of 2022, we said 55 million is too much money. We're not going to pay that. Vlahovic, we said that's too much money. We're not going to pay that. What do you call it? Nico Williams, we don't want to pay his 300K a week wages that he wants because he's currently on 220 over in Spain. Rafinha, we were willing to pay for Rafinha. We lost him to Barcelona. We were willing to pay for Vlahovic. We lost him to Juventus. We're willing to pay for players. We lose them to another club. And if a player is available for a reasonable transfer fee, we seem to not be as interested. We want to find deals between 50 to 30 million. And that's why we buy so many defenders, because you can get quality defenders for that 50 to 30 million signing, but you cannot find too many quality attacking players for the 50 to 30 million price. And I don't think Arsenal just want to go and spend the 70 million on Gyökeres, because if it flops, we are fucked. Where I think if a signing flops at Chelsea or Man United, you'll just go again. You guys will just go again. You'll keep going.
I don't think we can anymore. I genuinely don't think we can anymore. I think the risks are severe now. I think for a long time, I agree with you. I think your analysis is spot on about Manchester United and us and Chelsea and other clubs. I think
you guys are more ruthless, don't you?
Yeah. In terms of like what we used to be. Listen, bro, I don't know if you know anything about Ineos. I don't expect you to know, but they sacked 250 working class people around here. They got rid of Fergie. They got rid of so many different people.
So do you hate them?
Oh, of course. I've been Ineos out from day dot, bro. Like, you don't understand.
What?
The Glazers. Yeah, the Glazers.
Bro, they just came in.
Say that again?
They just came in.
Yeah. But they came in and see what they're doing. Hiking the prices up. It's 66 quid now. Whether you're disabled, whether you're a child, whether you're a pensioner. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, he's come in as you know when you go into corporations and the people, they get consultants to slash the workforce to save the money. That's what they're doing. They're doing the work that if the Glazers tried it, that they would be uproar because it's Ineos and it's recycled as the local lad, the richest man in England. All this bullshit. He's an absolute rat, bro. So don't get me started. But I want to focus on the game. I'm saying to you, United used to be that club, and your analysis was spot on. But and Arsenal and Liverpool have always been risk averse. You know, they need to get to know the player. They can't risk that the player has to, you know what I mean? They can't just go and sign somebody. But I genuinely do think, and this is the difference between me and you, I really think that Kroenkes have to back their guy now. They have to back their guy now. They have to come out now and spend money in this January to get Arsenal the 3-4 players to keep you sustained in the title race. Like, this is now or never, bro. That's how I feel as somebody from the outside of Arsenal who's not an Arsenal fan. From the outside looking in, I think it's now or never. And I know that January is really difficult. Most football clubs don't want to sign players in January because it's about the accounting. You know what I mean? It's like the accounting. We don't do it because of Glazonomics, right? We don't sign people because of Glazonomics because it doesn't look right in the accounts for the Glazers. You can look it up at other times, called book value. We sign players on book value.
But you know why that is?
Sign them in the summer. You
know why that is? You have too many bankers, you were saying.
Yeah, we have. But listen, we float 30% of our shares are floated in the New York Stock Exchange. This is what we are. We're a fucking clown of a football club. But I just want to bring it back to the game. Your signings, what players are you linked with quickly? Arsenal, what players are linked with? What players would you like quickly? Just before we go back.
So we're linked with Alexander Isak. Apparently, he costs too much money, right? PSG want to get somebody in their attacking third, so we're linked to Barcola.
Yeah. This is a question for you, actually. Big up to our Jarvis. People, make sure you go and check out Tactical Devils. My comrade, my friend, my brother. We do a lot of big shows on the United Real Therapy. He's got his own channel now, Tactical Devils. Bowley77 on Twitter. Mr. Jarvis himself, Rick Ashley, if you know, aka. He says, question for Igal, are you excited? The latest Sevilla Nipan rumors, Arsenal heavily linked with a superstar, super talented Norwegian, and rumors that Arsenal is snubbing Man United for his signature. This kid is super talented. Nipan, I don't know if you've heard of him. Sevilla Nipan.
I've seen images of him, but I don't know too much about him.
He's super talented kid. Super talented. Can play any of the attacking left, centre, midfielder, left, right, whatever. He's got, for his age, he's like, boy, oh boy. Yeah, he's got super talent.
Okay. Wallah, I don't know too much about him, bro.
Yeah.
I seen they were linked to him, but I don't know too much about him. Personally, when it comes to this guy, when it comes to Jude Bellingham's brother, I really don't know what they're going to bring to the table, but I need players who are going to make a difference now. I don't need bodies. I don't need Raheem Sterling. I don't need, rejects from other clubs. I need players who are going to make a difference. So if you're going to bring me a young player, that young player better be able to make a difference now. If you're going to bring me a player who has a little bit more experience, they better be able to make a difference now. We are no longer in a situation where we can have players who need 3-4 years development. Like if Arsenal were to sign a Lenny Euro right now, it wouldn't make sense to me. If Arsenal were to make a signing that's going to take 3 or 4 years for that player to be at the best, it doesn't make sense for me. I need players right now who are going to come into this team and be a starting striker, starting left winger, help in the midfield depth, and help across the whole team from day one. So if we go and sign another 18-year-old, another 19-year-old, I view it as a mismanagement of funds, and they're considering the future more valuable than the current moment, and we need to strike right now.
Yeah. That answers it. In terms of going back to the game, who needs this win more? That's what I put in the question that I asked. So I'll go to you, Igal, and then I'll come back with my own answer. But who do you think? Actually, I'll answer my own question. I think Manchester United need this win more than Arsenal. I really think that. I think you're still, yes, a lot of pressure on the football club, a lot of pressure on Arteta, a lot of pressure because you are 2-0 down in the first leg of a semi-final, if I'm not mistaken. The league, majority of your fan base would love the league this season more than any other trophy. And I think that the idea of who you're signing is more important in this month specifically. I don't know in February, but in this month, a lot of pressure on the football club and on the Kroenkes. At the end of the day, I think Manchester United need to win a game. We've not. I repeat, we lost 5 in December, 5 or 6. I don't remember our last win where our last win was. Honestly, it's been that far gone. So I think we need this more.
Didn't you just win against Liverpool?
No, we drew 2-2, bro. It was 2-2.
Oh, sorry, not Liverpool. Didn't you win recently a game? What was it?
Bro, I can repeat it to you again quickly. Manchester United last fixed to the form book, right? Season so far. So Manchester United, we got beat Spurs in the FA Cup 4-3. That game actually we thought we played. We got smashed 3-0 by Bournemouth at home. We then went to Wolves and got beat 2-0. And then we were at Old Trafford. Me and my little sister were at Old Trafford for the 2-0 loss against Newcastle. And then we went and drew 2-2 with Liverpool. So we've not won a game for more than a month, bro. Man City was the last game that we won.
But you know the thing is, the mood around your club off the back of the Liverpool result is a lot better than Arsenal.
Yeah.
And less fans are going to this game. This game is going to be a library, bro. Like when I say there's so many tickets available, somebody offered me a ticket and said, take it. I need somebody to go to the game or else I'm going to lose my season ticket. I don't want to go. That's how bad it was. People are just basically trying to get rid of tickets. Are you surprised? There's going to be thousands. There's going to be thousands of empty seats.
Yeah, I am surprised. I think it is. I think that's not with Arteta. I think that's the discontent with the Cronkies. I genuinely do think that's a discontent with the Cronkies. I think some of your fans have tried to send a message to the Cronkies.
And I think the Cronkies have done a decent job for the last couple of seasons investing. But now I'm starting to realize that the people running the club are mostly lawyers and they're just too risk adverse. You know, I'm going to say something. I think Arsenal's transfer window where we tried to get Mykhailo Mudryk has done more damage in how we view the transfer window than good, because we ended up getting Leandro Trossard for 25 million, who's turned out to be a better signing than the 60 or 80 million that we would have potentially paid for Mykhailo Mudryk at this moment in time. Mykhailo Mudryk looks like a flop at Chelsea, and Trossard looks like a better signing. So it's almost set their mindset that we should stop paying big money for players and we should start finding 25 million pound deals all over the place. And you can't always find a 25 million pound deal. You can't always find a backup. Now, the reason why I say that window negatively impacted us, because you know what? Take it back to 2022. Aubameyang leaves and we don't sign anybody and we still get better. How is that? How did we get better even when Aubameyang left? Well, technically we didn't get much better. We just started to play differently. We started to play to the strengths of our wingers. To the strengths of our wingers rather than the striker. So we were no longer playing through one player scoring all the goals. We were spreading it out, but it looked like we got better without making a signing. And it set the mindset that, oh, we didn't have to get Isaac. We're going to go in the summer and get somebody. In the summer, you know what happens? They go and get Jesus for 45 million instead of getting Isaac, which could have cost 20 million more, 65 million. And now we have a situation where we're getting another player. We're giving Man City money. And yes, Jesus was good for us for a little bit. But what happened now? We now need another striker. We need to replace Jesus. And we're not looking long term enough. We're almost like, oh, you know what it is? Perfect example. Did you guys ever have like those little educational schools where they're tutoring you, but they're only tutoring you on certain topics?
Certain
subjects, right? But then when it's but then if you're struggling in math, they're teaching you math. But then by the time they finish teaching you what they need to teach you in math, you now are good in math, but you're struggling in English, and then they're teaching you English, and then by the time they finish teaching you English, you're now bad. You're now struggling with the next level of math that you need to learn. That's kind of like what the tutor Arsenal are always finding new problems whenever we feel like we solve a problem, and it's mainly because of our lack of mismanagement of funds and or disorganization in how we do our transfers. I'm telling you right now, bro, we are closer to winning the league right now than we were 2 years ago. But at the same time, I feel like we're very close to potentially being outside of the top four as well as winning the league. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy start. I really think the level. I personally believe that first 11 gave the last 2-3 years. They gave a lot, and I think they needed to refresh in the summer, and I still stand by that. And you said to me, maybe it's Arteta, and I always blame the owners. It's always with the owners for me because they own the football club. Everything that's happening directly always goes back to them, right?
I know, but I don't blame the owners because the owners are willing to spend. The people they put in charge are too risk adverse and they're scared.
No, but then you get rid of them. But then it's owners' responsibility to get rid of those people, bring people who are not risk adverse and who know about football landscape.
The problem is they don't have people in charge that know football. What they got is a lifetime lawyer in Tim Lewis, Richard Garlick, who's a contract guy who, yes, he's worked in football for 20 years, but he used to work at the West Bromwich Albion level. And then guess who right now is the DOF? At this moment in time, the DOF is an understudy to Edu, who's come through the ranks and has his full loyalty to the people in charge. So he's not going to challenge them. If they ever have a situation where they need to be challenged, Nardine, how is your understudy going to challenge you, in your opinion, if you give him a job as the main guy? Never going to challenge you.
No. But the biggest, I understand that. But the biggest thing is that's why you need the culture where to win, you have to challenge each other. You have to be able to challenge each other to win. And for me, I put it all at the door of the owners because they employ these people. These people do not go and pay themselves. These people are not risk averse by themselves. You change those people. You get in people who are good football operators. We've struggled with that for a long, long time. Ferguson was the general manager, bro. I know you love American sports, and you will understand it. Ferguson was everything. He was our director of football. He was our technical director. He was just everything. He was a scout guy. He was everything. Everybody reported to him. He had people working with him who would report to him. So at the end of the day, but we wanted to come back to the football because both our football clubs have got severe problems off the pitch, serious problems. And like he said, risk averse people. We had the other way. We wasted $1.5 billion with bankers who were just stashing it out. Wall Street. That's what they were doing. And now
Arteta called them out yesterday. Did you hear about the press conference? Leading up to the Man United game, I needed to tell you this right now. Leading up to the Man United game, he was speaking and he basically said something like, other clubs, the way that they spend compared to what we do, we basically need to catch up or something like that. And what he's basically doing, he's saying it's not on me, it's on the Cronkies. It's on the Cronkies. And you know what people are gonna say? Arsenal, you spent 700 million over 5 years. Well, if we didn't spend that 700 million over those 5 years, we would not have built a squad better than Man United, Chelsea, all these other teams around us, because they also spent the same amount of money in that time period. We've just been better at building our squad in that time period than the rest of them. And if I'm lying, I'm flying, because how much money have Manchester United spent in the same time that Arteta's been here and building his squad? So we always have to spend money. People are disingenuous when it comes to Arsenal spending compared to other people, because when we complain about spending, it's, oh, well, Arteta spent 700 million. It's not my fault. You guys sack a new manager every two years, and then the same money isn't accumulated. For example, Ten Hag spent 500 million in 2 years. Arteta's first 2 years, he didn't even get 150 million. Just perspective. Nardine, you there?
100%, bro. I got ADHD now. Instead of disrupting you, I mute so that I don't disrupt you. I don't disrupt you because I'm always disrupt. Listen, I understand what you're saying. I genuinely do, but I think this is the time. I think now or never. I really think now or never. I think Arsenal need a couple of three signings to lift the mood, to get the club back, to bring the bit of the unity that you're going to need to go and challenge for a league title. And I think you're more than capable of. But like I said, I know the way your form has been. You can either finish outside of the top 4 or you could be winning the league. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That level of infatuation is crazy. But let's get back to the game. So I just want to give a bit of match facts. So give me your score. Obviously, you're very strong. We've not won there for a long. I think last time we beat you in the cup was with Jose. We knocked you up. Yeah, with Jose, 2008.
Wasn't that Jesse Lingard dancing?
Yeah. Lukaku setting up Sanchez. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that under Jose or was that under Unai Emery? I swear.
No. No, that was under Jose. I think you might have Unai Emery.
We had Unai Emery, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, that was dark times, bro. You guys were coming dancing at our ground. We're getting slapped by. Remember Roberto Firmino doing no looks?
Yeah, crazy.
Dark times, bro. Dark times. People want to sit here and talk about Arteta's times as dark. Bro, what was happening to us back then was embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing.
Facts. I remember that. I remember you guys struggling.
Jesse Lingard, Lukaku setting up Jesse Lingard.
And Sanchez scored.
And when we came to your ground also, oh my God, we had the game in our hands. Somehow we let you guys win it, get a draw at the end. How many times did we not beat you guys?
Yeah. Listen, it's been crazy. But I just want to give a bit. Yeah.
Since Arteta's been here, have you beaten us once?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think so. I think we've not won at your ground for a long time.
Arteta, long time.
Yeah, we've not won at your ground for a long time. This is the 16th FA Cup tie, including replays and second leg between Arsenal and Manchester United in the second most in the competition history after Everton and Liverpool. So we faced each other more after Liverpool and Everton in this competition. This is the first meeting between Arsenal and Manchester United in the third round of the FA Cup, and it become the 7th different fixture in the current format of the competition since 1925-26 to have been played in each of the 6 rounds available top flight clubs. Each of the 6 rounds available to top flight clubs. After Arsenal faces Chelsea, Chelsea faces Liverpool, Chelsea faces Manchester United, Chelsea faces Tottenham, Liverpool faces Manchester United in Southampton. So in the third round, that's what the third round is. Arsenal have eliminated the holders of the FA Cup on each of the last occasions they have faced them. Most recently beating Manchester 2-0 in 2019-20 semi-final. However, Manchester United have won 3 of their last 4 FA Cup games against the Gunners, including their only previous meeting at the Emirates Stadium in the competition in January 2019, 3-1 in January. Yeah, I think that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Manchester United have eliminated Arsenal from the FA Cup more than any other side in the competition history, 8, while the Gunners have knocked out the Red Devils more than any other team, 7. And by the way, I think both of us are up there as being the biggest, the most wins in the FA Cup. We are always like close to each other. I think you. By the way,
we are the holders. We have it 14 times. How many times?
Yeah, and we're close. We're like 12 or 13 or 11.
A couple years ago, we overtook you, and since then we won it twice.
Yeah. So then we won it now. Like, so we're some 11th, even between 11 and 12. I think Manchester United have won the FA Cup. So we're both up there, right? In terms of being in this trophy. Yeah, free the people, man. Free everybody, always. Big up Real Life Demon.
What's going on in Somalia?
I don't know. He's just saying free Somalia. So yeah, free. Yeah, well, listen. None of these. Do you think any of these African countries are really free? Then none of us are free, because we're always subject to sanctions and all insecrated by Western corporation and Western powers. And now we've got the Dubai law.
The main thing I've seen that's happening in Somalia is Ethiopia is trying to get access to the water through Somalia, and Somaliland is saying yes, and Somalia is saying no.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. And just the idea that we're all divided. Like I don't even see the borders, bro. And I'm that type of person. I don't even see the borders. Crazy. We're all East Africans. We should share everything that's on that land, and everybody should help each other out. But this is about we get to the divide and rule. But listen, we're gonna cut it off there. Talk to me, Gal. What is the score? What's your score going to be for this game? How confident are you winning this game?
Do you want the long answer or the short answer? Because the reality is there's 2. There's 2. We're the favorites. We have to win. It's on us to go out there and be the ones that are the aggressors, the ones that have the ball, try to take the game to you guys, and defensively, as long as Gabriel and Saliba are both playing defensively, I don't have any concerns. My concerns is if we find a situation where we go 1-0 down, are we going to be able to get the goals? Because we've been struggling to score goals. We've been struggling to score goals, and if we're unable to get to where we need to get the goals, honestly, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day for Arsenal. But with the team that I put out there, with the quality that I feel like we have, and the fact that we're at home, we should be able to at least get a 1-goal margin. And defensively, if we can keep you guys from scoring goals, which I'm not mistaken, your goals have been
horrendous. Because we
yeah.
don't score goals. We don't score
Yeah,
goals.
with your goal scoring being an issue and our goal scoring also being an issue, just us being at home and you guys playing a second keeper, I feel like we should be able to have enough to win the game. And we might even say to ourselves, keep the ball and we just keep hitting you on the counter, because sometimes the best offense is a good defense, and we have a really good defense. And I just hope that Arteta plays a reasonably strong team, doesn't make more than 4 or 5 changes, and we can definitely get out of there with a 1-0 or 2-1 win. And I'm going with a 1-0 win. I think Liverpool game gave you guys confidence, but this game is going to come back to reality. And you've already visited the Emirates with Ruben Amorim before. He kind of knows how we play based on the last time we played us. Let's see if he has an answer for the set pieces, because I could see the set pieces being the difference once again.
Okay, that's going to be very interesting. Listen, people, bro, I don't know how to redirect, but I'm just going to post. Igal, we're going to go live on Igal's channel right now. So people, please come there now. I think I can't judge our form. I think we've not won in the Emirates for a long, long time. I think the crowd and the atmosphere is not going to be, and it's a bit more disappointing. Can we take advantage? Can these cowards turn up again emotionally for a big game? Can we handle the corners? I think it might be a draw and a replay Old Trafford, and I think Old Trafford will beat you. I think it might be a draw.
It's going to be a draw. 1-1, you're saying, or 0-0?
Yeah, 1-1. 1-1. 1-1, people. Listen, 1-1. But please make sure you come and follow us now. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to continue the conversation, obviously, from an Arsenal perspective on Igal's channel. Come on there now. I need to learn how to redirect people, bro. I've not done it.
You know, all you got to do is go to the stream details, go to customization, and then
you mean StreamYard?
No, on YouTube.
Yeah. So what? I go to YouTube. Yeah.
You click on the video. You see on the right hand side where it says
edit. Where is this edit?
It says customization, details, customization, analytics.
On the video, it says that on the video. Now that on YouTube. Okay, so I'll go to YouTube. All I can see is analytics. Yeah. I see
above analytics. There's customization.
Bro, the way mine looks. So
wait, have you clicked on the video? Clicked on the video you're actually watching on right now.
Yeah. So the video that I can see us on YouTube right now. Yeah, so I can see us.
Click on the video where the screen where you can change the title. And then go on to customization.
1 second.
Do you know how to change subscribers only?
So 1 second.
It's the same thing.
So customization, yeah? I'm on there now, yeah. Customization.
Okay, now I scroll down and there's a redirect.
Oh, redirect, yeah. So add.
Yeah, and then just type in my channel name, Egal Talks Football. It should come up.
Egal. 1 second.
In the second section, not search video channel. Other channel.
1 second. It says choose a specific video. Oh, no. All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, not that one.
Search other channels.
Yeah. Egal. Let me just do this.
Egal Talks Football. Space between Talks Football.
Okay, 1 second.
And then it should be there.
So EGAL TV, yeah?
No, Egal, and then space Talks.
So EGAL, yeah.
Space TALKS.
So slowly say that again.
TALKS.
Say that bit again slowly.
Okay, Egal, and then space.
Talks, Talks Football.
And then space, and then football.
Yeah, here you go.
And then you see it, you press it, and then you save. You press the blue save button.
Save. Yeah, it says to save, redirect, save. Yeah. I've saved it now.
Okay, we're going to go live.
We'll go live. Yeah, big up, people. Listen, I'm getting coached. I don't know any of these things. I'm dyslexic, people. It is what it is.
It's okay.
Yeah, man. Big up. Big up everybody. Love and light. See you on there. I think it's a 1-1 draw, but who needs to win more? I think Manchester United need to win this one because we've not won a game for a fucking long time. But love and light. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please check out Igal Talks Football. Make sure you go and check his channel out. We're going to be live there. Come and join us. And yeah, get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. We're still shadow banned, but we don't give a damn. Free Palestine, free Lebanon, free Sudan, free Ogaden, free Tigray, free Congo. Free them all. Free the people. Love, light. Fuck the Glazers. Fucking us. Peace. Take care.